Hello everyone. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to this graduation to celebrate the achievements of our students. The ceremony will start in a few moments and will last approximately an hour. However, before it begins, I have a few announcements. If there is an emergency that requires us to leave the hall, we will make an announcement. A first aider is available throughout the ceremony. Please alert a marshal if you require assistance. We ask that you stand for the entrance of the platform party and as the platform party and graduates leave the hall. Once graduates have left the hall, guests will be asked to leave one row at a time. Please turn off or silence any mobile phones or electronic devices, and we also ask you to be mindful of other guests when you are taking photographs or videos. Thank you. Finally, one announcement for our graduates. You have a card with your name on. This will be used by the reader to present you. Please remember to bring this with you when you come down to the platform for the presentation of the awards. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy the ceremony.
Please do be seated. Friends, families, guests, and most importantly, graduates, I am so delighted to see you all here today. My name is Professor Alistair Fitt, Vice-Chancellor of Oxford Brookes University, and it's my honour to be the first to officially congratulate you on this special day. We are also joined by staff from your school or department and from across the university who I know are as proud of your success as I am. We're also joined today by Juliet Birch, our guest speaker, and by Yushi Zhao, who will speak on behalf of the graduates. Today is all about celebrating what you have achieved. I would like to begin by recognizing the immense challenges that each of you has faced due to the pandemic. I was deeply impressed by the commitment that you showed towards your studies at such a difficult time, and your achievements a testimony to your dedication and determination. Many of you undertook a large proportion of your studies under lockdown, away from the university, going online for teaching and social activities. It really was the toughest of times. You had to adapt to new ways of learning and interacting with others, but perhaps you also developed new skills You may have found a resilience that you didn't know you possessed. You all responded magnificently, and I hope that each of you is proud of what you have achieved. What you have accomplished in such difficult circumstances is truly impressive. Graduation marks a significant milestone in both your academic and personal lives. I'm sure you will want to recognise those who have supported you along the way, your fellow students, members of staff at Oxford Brookes, and of course your family and friends. Today is therefore a celebration for everybody in this room. My congratulations to you all. Graduates, as you reflect on what it means to have reached this milestone, it's also worth thinking back to those early days as a fresher when you first arrived at Oxford Brookes. The first person you met, your first lecture, that first late-night study session to meet a deadline. It may well have been your first time living away from home, learning to budget, manage your time, and balance your new life with your studies. Think back and appreciate how far you have come. Since those days, you've developed new skills and strengths, you've deepened your knowledge, and learned to think differently, to question and push boundaries. And you've broadened your experience by living and working alongside others. As students in the School of Architecture, you undertook a range of activities. In 2020, some of you may have worked on the Oxford Playhouse Life project, which aimed to increase the participation of the local community in the theatre's activity. The brief included redesigning the foyer and stage facilities to allow for modern productions and events. Last year, you may have taken part in the Co-Living Oxford project. In response to the lack of affordable homes in Oxford, the project proposed transforming existing semi-detached housing to create shared accommodation for multiple users. Earlier this year, you exhibited your design studio work on campus in the inaugural Work in Progress exhibition, giving you a chance to celebrate and learn from one another. As graduates of 2022, you are about to go out into the world, but you are still very much a part of the Oxford Brookes community, with so many opportunities to connect with each other and with the university. Your degree provides the foundations upon which you are building your future, and I wish you every success. As alumni of Oxford Brookes, you have the power to change the world for the better, and we'd like you to keep in touch and help inspire Brookes students and graduates of the future. My congratulations once again, and the best of luck to each and every one of you. Thank you. And I should now like to introduce our guest speaker, Juliet Birch. After graduating from the M.Arch.D course at Oxford Brookes in 2015, and inspired by her design project, Juliet secured funding for and co-founded a startup to enable people to share their belongings in order to reduce their consumption. Since then, she has co-founded a community interest company to provide co-housing in Oxford city centre, where land would remain in community ownership in perpetuity. In 2020, Juliet was made a director of Jessup and Cook Architects. In her architectural practice, she focuses on local community and housing projects, with her current projects including redeveloping the Bullingdon Community Centre and the developments at the Oxford Artisan Distillery. She's also an associate lecturer at Oxford Brookes, where she has shared her knowledge and skills to be, amongst other things, co-lead of a master's design studio, examiner for the Reba Studio, and lecturer for the Management, Practice and Law module. And so it is with great pleasure that I now invite Juliet Birch to address us all.
Congratulations to each and every one of you who is graduating today. You have all put in a huge amount of work and commitment to be here. Please do enjoy the celebrations and everything they represent. Congratulations also, not just to those of you who are graduating, but to the friends and family here who I know will have provided unconditional love and support for the good times and the more difficult times. Your journey to be sitting here in the exact seat where you are now is completely unique to you. No one has taken your journey before, and nobody knows what the rest of your journey will be. Today symbolises a crossroads in that journey, and you've probably got some relatively big decisions to make now. Having the privilege to talk to you today, over a decade on from graduating from Oxford Brookes myself, this short speech isn't about coursework, exams, or grades. It's about how I've learnt to make better decisions. So I'm going to share with you 10 personal and succinct pieces of wisdom I've gained since graduating. And perhaps if there is a decision you're currently mulling over now, have it in your mind. Number 1, trust your own judgment. You are fortunate to have the agency to make decisions about your own life. Don't waste it. 2, celebrate and utilize what makes you different, not what makes you the same. 3, don't blame other people. Accept responsibility for your own actions. 4, if something doesn't feel quite right, it likely isn't. 5, get into nature as much as possible and find wilderness if you can. 6, don't do the things that your friends are doing because you feel like you should. In fact, abandon the word should. 7, never stop learning and don't stay in your comfort zone for too long. 8, understand the valuable differences between extroverts and introverts and put yourself in the right lighting. 9, pursue purpose and meaning more than money. And 10, get a good night's sleep. And to wrap up, the bonus bit of wisdom I'd like to impart is a little less digestible. And that is, be comfortable with uncertainty. It's tempting to resist uncertainty and reach for a safety zone. But uncertainty is a constant in life and in leadership. Throughout your professional and personal life, you will continue to have to make decisions, big and small, and always in the context of uncertainty. Lean into it, embrace it, and engage with it. And on that note, I wish all of you good luck.
I would like to offer our warmest thanks to Juliet for her remarks, and I should now like to call upon our reader, Toby Shue, Senior Lecturer in the School of Architecture.
Vice-Chancellor and Dean, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the graduates from the Faculty of Technology, Design and Environment. For the Master of Science in Sustainable Architecture, Evaluation and Design. Chloe Laura Berry. Rithin Chandran. Naveed Dul. Malakashmi Ganashan. Nafisha Ginwala. Neha Alankuma Jaharav. Roa Jarudi. Husna Shirazi. Avalasha Samana. Abhinaya Raganesh Vital. Shiva Priya Yaduru. For the Master of Science in Infrastructure Planning and Sustainable Development, Charity Elsie Ya Akoto. Lucy Eleanor Freeman. Zeel Bakul Mita. Ijas Mahamas Puthia Ponamakathan. And the winner of the John Glasson PG Prize, Abdullah Mukhtari Sangari. Shivam Sagwal. Ruhala Sharifi. For the Master of Science in Infrastructure Planning and Sustainable Development in association with Distance Learning, Kalim Sorkura. For the Master of Science in Historic Conservation, Nicola Alison Lisa Bishop. George Edwin Duffield. And the winner of the INSUL Dissertation Prize, Georgina Hamshaw. Evie Mwea Heyman. Lucy Holton. Patrick Horrocks. Diana Mackay. Lorella Marina Sandra Pizzigella. Catherine May Watson. Joanna Penelope Weaver. For the Master of Science in Environmental Impact Assessment and Management, Peter Kwasi Boyaki. Esme Seeger. Monica Zillian Knight. For the Master of Science in Environmental Impact Assessment and Management in Association with Distance Learning, Jennifer Collier. For the Master of Arts in International Architectural Regeneration and Development, Amy Ann Anicola. For the Master of Arts in Development, Emergency Practice, Human Rights, Emergencies and Development, Charlotte Clifford. For the Master of Arts in Development, Emergency Practice, Disasters, Risks, Shelter and Development, Pauline Deborah Herbert. For the Master of Arts in Development and Emergency Practice, Patty Ann Gerke. Loredana Asai. For the Master of Architecture in Architecture, Sonal Chikal Sanaish. Amit Kumar Gupta. Paulina Ostertek. Harini Parishbai Patel. Sophia Racheva. Tisara Kanubi Tarashia. Mustafa Sofu Olta. Shireen El Sayed Ibrahim Zaidi.